Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So I am coming on to share my projects for this week's Saturday Morning Makes. That is hashtag SatMornMakes, which of course is hosted by Jill Norwood. And of course her channel will be linked down in the description box below. So be sure to check her out. She's been sharing some wonderful things. She's just one of the queens of Christmas, as we all know. So I'm also part of a small group over on Instagram, the hashtag Crafty Dares. We are given 3 prompts and we are dared to make our project. So this week our prompts were a mailbox, vintage script, and peppermint. So I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. I just started going through my Christmas papers and I came across these tag sheets. And I just found this guy and he had a mailbox already. This background paper was from the Hobby Lobby paper pad, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, those beautiful candy canes. It's such a pretty paper. And then, I don't know if I said Elizabeth Craft Designs, one of those reminiscence books is where I got this vintage script with the mail theme. Of course, it goes great with our little mailbox. So I thought this was a really simple layout, but it really turned out lovely. So really, I'm just layering some paper here. I haven't stamped any images. I did add some distress ink around the edges, just because I generally like that look, and I've added a little ribbon. And I did post or put foam tape on the back of the tag here. So I used this. Actually, I did not use this one. This is a simple vintage Yuletide. I did have multiple sheets of the vintage holly, simple vintage holly jolly. That's where this little guy with the mailbox came from. And then I've also got this Christmas market collection, Christmas greetings, one of the Frank Garcia collections. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I took my cue from those, and of course here is our design. So using one of those other tags, here's another Santa. This is a Tim Holtz background paper. I think this red snowflake is too. And then of course I added the same type of ribbons trim there. So cute. And I love this black. And then I haven't done anything on the insides yet. I really need to do that. And then these two that I created, so striking with the black. You really wouldn't sometimes always think of that for Christmas, but I love these. So Anna White just had her new release over at Sweet Miss Daisy. And this background paper is from her Rustic Winter, I think it's called. And then this is like a collage sheet. So since this tag had the North Pole and the sleigh, I was thinking about the reindeer. So I loved layering this paper here. And on these second sheets here, I have just tilted them a little bit just to give it a little more interest. And then of course this one here, I think this was Unity. I got this paper pad at Unity Stamps. I've got these 2 pads, Unity North Pole Collection papers, designed by Pink Monarch Prints. And this one, again, same designer, Noel's Charm. And I love these. And I had these in mind for those pink and gold tags. So that, of course, being from that pink and gold collection. But I think that is so gorgeous, this background paper. And I use that candy cane paper again and the little deer. So these are my projects. And then I do have, my time is limited this week. I do have many more cards that I can create. So I've sat here and just kind of put some papers together. I do need to pick out a secondary paper to pair these with, but this was another one of those cut aparts, and look how great that plaid looks with it. This one here, much more vintage, and this says have a little holiday fun, evergreen dairy, and they got these little sweet ice skaters. How cute is that together? Here's a great plaid. I could go either way with these guys. Probably would add some red into the secondary papers. This is beautiful, like the bingo card with the holly on it. Isn't that gorgeous with this plaid? Now this one here, I misplaced. I've got all of my other things that I've trimmed out, but I misplaced my, I don't know if you want to call them ballerinas. This one here, with the bingo, I was specifically picked out this blue. And this color's from one of those Unity pads. This is Tim Holtz. I thought would be so great with her. And of course, she is lovely as well. So that's what I have in mind for this color combo. And then look at her. I'm not sure how I'm going to treat her yet, but I'm definitely going to create something. She's got the pale pink poinsettias here, and immediately this is from that Hobby Lobby pad, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and the colors are a little more bold, so I want to definitely pair that with something more subtle. I even like these somewhat together, but I thought, oh my goodness, that would be lovely. So these are my projects for this week's hashtag #SatMornMake. So make sure to check out Jill and the other creators, and I will see you in the next one.